the main difference between SGE and SEO, which is search engine optimization, is that Google wants to provide context. So if someone is asking something in Google, it's more than just, links to websites where they can kind of find the information themselves. But Google is trying to organize the information that's on the internet about that topic and kind of come up with a conversation. It's almost like having a conversation with Google rather than, just getting links to websites and trying to read the information and find the information yourself. So the Google search results are changing rapidly with AI. So I'm going to go to Google and type in literally what is SGE, and you get this AI overview now. So it says Google Search Generative Experience. That's what SGE stands for. Is an experimental feature that uses AI to enhance the search experience for complex queries. So it's something that Google are experimenting with, but it's very likely that they're going to start rolling this out. And from what I've read from the literature that Google has out at the moment, it's looking as though it's not going to be something that is populated for every single query. But I do believe that it's something we're going to be seeing a lot more often when you're searching for particular search queries inside of Google. And from the looks of things, Google is kind of using the information from the internet to come up with answers to our queries. So Google are always chasing after user experience. And with, ChatGPT and the development of AI, Google had to respond to it. And this is, I guess, their way of responding. And the way we use search engines is probably going to change forever as a result. So is this going to affect your search engine rankings? That's the first question that I wanted to answer in this video. And the short answer is yes. And it will affect your search engine rankings both positively and negatively. So as we can see, this is the first thing that comes up in terms of, a Google search. It comes up before even, some of the paid ads sometimes. And it definitely comes up before the organic rankings in Google. That being said, Google do need your content. So one of the ways that Google kind of produce this AI written response is by looking at the content from blogs and, from experts in the field. And then they kind of generate these auto answers. So one thing that we kind of know about SGE already is that Google are trying to produce answers in a conversational tone. So they're trying to make Google a lot easier. We don't have to read through loads of different literature to get our answers. And this kind of leads us to where Google are going in terms of their search rankings, which is content that is more conversational, content that is less, formal and more kind of speech, I guess, operated. So when you are creating your content going forward, then keep that in mind. Don't just use AI generated content, but it needs to have a personal touch. But when we look at SGE in the search results, you can click down here to where it says show more. There are actually websites that it is suggesting. So it's going to be a case of which websites are kind of the most user-friendly in terms of, content that is written in a conversational tone, but also it's about providing Google with as much context as possible. So the main difference between SGE and SEO, which is search engine optimization, is that Google wants to provide context. So if someone is asking something in Google, it's more than just, links to websites where they can kind of find the information themselves. But Google is trying to organize the information that's on the internet about that topic and kind of come up with a conversation. It's almost like having a conversation with Google rather than, just getting links to websites and trying to read the information and find the information yourself. And it's important to note as well that SGE is actually going to connect with other Google products as well, including Google Maps and Google Shopping. So if you really want a presence on Google and you sell products, then this is the time to really start thinking about Google product listing ads and not just focusing on ranking your products organically in Google. But I do have a video on Google product listing ads, and I'll leave that video in the description down below. Google also have an option for you to submit your products to Google product listing ads without having to pay. So there's a free option as well. So you don't have to be running ads in order for you to put your products there. And this is how Google will be able to determine what you offer, where it is that you do, and who to recommend your business to when someone is using SGE or using Google to find information. And obviously, if you are a local business, then I highly recommend that you have Google Business Profile set up. And when you set up your Google Business Profile account, put in as much information about your business as possible. And as well as this, we need to ensure that we are taking structured data more seriously. So there's a structured data markup helper tool, and this tool essentially allows you to add additional information about your website. So you can tell Google more about the product pages that you have or the blog articles that you have. You give your pages more context so that Google can read and understand those pages a lot better. And Google are going to be using that not just for voice search, but also for SGE as well. So if you are a website that's giving Google more context about the content on your website, then they can read it and understand it better and use that content within SGE, and your website is a lot more likely to appear in SGE recommendations and in SEO going forward. So this is kind of the future of SEO. We're going to be seeing a lot more SGE within search results, and it's something that we definitely need to embrace. I do have a video on structured data again on this YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. So you definitely want to make sure that you take those 3 things seriously going forward with regards to ensuring that your business, your products and your services are showing up in Google. As SGE starts to roll out even more, it's kind of best to get in front of the game before it kind of gets oversaturated, as everything does. But essentially, you want to ensure that you have your Google product listing ads, set up, or at least Google product listings, the free version. And you also want to make sure that you have your Google business profile set up and properly optimized if you are a local business, and add some structured data to your website. All of those videos are going to be in the description down below, just in case you don't have those set up for your website already. And another thing that is going to be really important, is important already for SEO, but it's going to become even more important when it comes to SGE, is something known as EAT. So EAT is one of the ways that Google will determine what websites to suggest to users, both in the SEO organic search results and also in SGE. So EAT basically is an acronym, EEAT. The first E stands for experience. The second E stands for expertise. The A stands for authoritativeness, and the T stands for trustworthiness. So essentially, you need to show Google that you are an authority in your field. And this is where niche marketing is becoming even more important. And if you've been watching this YouTube channel for any length of time, I speak about niche marketing all of the time. It's really important because Google love websites that are specialists in one particular niche. So if, for example, you are a fitness instructor, you need to prove to Google that you have the expertise and the experience to teach fitness on your website. And you do this in a number of ways. You can do this by getting backlinks back to your website so that people can see your website as authoritative, but you want to be putting out valuable content on the internet in the form of blog articles, in the form of, content on social media and linking back to your website. You want to be seen as a valuable resource, and show your experience on your website as well, on your about page, in your blog articles. Show the things that you're doing. You want to show the clients that you're working with. You want to show the transformations that some of your clients have had. And I'm going to be putting out a lot more content on this YouTube channel about how to use social media and how to use your blog to kind of show your experience and your expertise through your website, so that Google can kind of see the social shares that are coming back to your website, and they can attribute that authority back to your website. So gone are the days when we can literally just have keywords, put them in the right place and start ranking. Like, we actually need to prove that we are an authoritative voice in certain fields. So content marketing was important, and it's going to become even more important as SGE is rolled out. All of the content that you produce is not just a way of, getting people to trust your brand more. So, I speak about, making YouTube videos so people can trust your brand more because they see your face, they see people behind the brand, and they're a lot more likely to trust you and click through and buy your product or service or whatever it might be. But Google are also taking this into account as well. So all of the things that I speak about on this YouTube channel and in the formula, which you can download for free if you go to daytips.com/the formula, download it for free, and it speaks about content marketing as well and how all of this is going to kind of help you to create businesses going forward that get recognized by search engines, by SGE. It's really important to stay on top of, how the internet is evolving and changing and how AI is going to change the way in which people find your business. And hopefully this video helps you towards that journey. Definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I'm going to be putting out more videos as Google updates us on SGE, and more videos kind of helping you to optimize your online presence so that your business is still suggested, still relevant. And even though you might lose some search engine rankings because, SGE kind of overtakes some of the organic search results, you won't miss out on business opportunities because you'll be prepared for it. And if you haven't already, make sure you download the formula, which is the free guide to generating leads and sales for your business online. I'll leave a link to it somewhere on this screen and in the description down below. But I do hope this video was valuable to you. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.